Okay, the new frets are going in beautifully. Just put those first 4 in. I'm just going to the edge of the head block. The ebony is a lot harder than rosewood or maple. And for my level 2 students, you need to take a note on this. Right. We're doing a little bit of reconnaissance here on the size of the tang. So you can see there it's like 37.5. I turn it over and it's down to like 33.5, 34. So you can see it varies because these tangs were actually crimped by hand. When the original frets were put in the 70s, there was no bead on the edge of the tang, so the frets were crimped by hand to get a good press fit. So this is the fret wire. I got this from people at Jessica there in New York. It's basically 36 thou with the bead. I will just gently kind of crush that bead. I have a set of end nippers that I've kind of dulled the ends, so there's just kind of a flat surface, no blade, and that crushes the bead to reduce the size of the fret wire so that it goes into that slot. Sometimes you will need to do that, actually crush the bead of the fret to get a good press fit without putting too much pressure or putting the neck into a back bow. It's really ebony fingerboards that I tend to do this for. The rosewood and maple fingerboards are a lot more forgiving. With the ebony being as hard as it is, you got to make sure that fit is not too tight. You don't want to be needing a tremendous amount of force to drive that fret in. It should go in a few taps. Let me demonstrate. Okay, as you can see, I've over radiused that fret, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that pretty well does it. A couple of little extra taps just to make sure it's perfect, and that is perfect. I wasn't going to take a chance on cracking off the leading edge of that ebony fingerboard. There wasn't a lot of support there. Even while I used the saw to open that up, I slipped the nut back into place to back up the ebony as I cut. That is the edge of the head block inside the guitar. This next fret here needed to be replaced. I opened up that fret slot. I did not want to get into hammering over top of this very delicate soundboard. So that's done. All the frets are in now, and we're just moving on to the edge dress. Now, you've seen this in numerous other videos, and I've explained in those videos why I keep the initial length tolerances for the frets very tight to the edge of the fingerboard. When I do this edge dress operation, I don't loosen the frets up. This job has gone beautifully. Now we'll go on to the edge dress.